Hello guys, I'm so glad you can join me. Today I'm showing you some Christmas cards I made using supplies from the Carta paper pack called Christmas Market. So you can see some of the cards here. I think there's about 11 of them that I made using this set. And this one was my favorite, that one there to the left. And I'm going to kind of show you my process today and some of the supplies that I use to embellish these cards. So first I'm just going to trim apart these cut aparts. These are 3 by 4 inches, and these are what I'm going to be using to make my cards. And also those strips of paper there came in the pack. And then I'm using the coordinated colors it's called the Coordinating Solids pack. So you get all of the solid colors, the reds and the greens and the blacks, and also that beautiful like wood looking one there that I'm holding in my hand. And so what I did is I just cut those down to 8.5 by 11 sheets, and you'll have a couple of extra pieces there to the side that you can use to embellish or use as scraps on other cards. And so I'm just matching up all of those 3 by 4 pieces for my focal images to the colors of the cardstock that I'm going to use with them. And then when I'm done with that, I will go ahead and just score those pieces, those 8.5 by 11. I cut them down at 5.5, so then I'll score them at 4.25, and then you'll be able to get your A2 size card that way. So that's what I'll show you in just a moment. But first I wanted to match up the colors together with what I wanted to use for the card base. So these are going to be your card bases, and this paper is pretty thick, so I think it works quite well for a card base, and also it has kind of a really pretty texture on it. So I really like this Carta paper pack. It's called Christmas Market, if I didn't mention that earlier. And then I'm using several different die sets. I just pull out what I think would be nice to help me accentuate my cards. So that one was a Spellbinder Small Die of the Month for May of 2020. And I cut it out of that red pearlescent cardstock and also the gold. And then I decided that I wanted to trim it down because I didn't like the edges on it. So I just wanted that kind of that lattice looking element on my card, but I didn't want the border, so I trimmed it down. Now some of the other tools that I use to sort of embellish my cards are pens. This is a Sakura glaze pen. It's in a dark red color, and I really like the look that it gives the images on my card. It'll give some life and definition to those pretty images, and so I like doing that. And it also, when it dries, it has a glossy finish, so that makes it look really nice. And another tool that I enjoy using to embellish my Christmas cards is the Zig Wink of Stella. Now, when I'm making these cards, guys, obviously I just edited out the part where all of this stuff dries. So, you know, I didn't want to, it's no fun to watch paint dry, right? So I'm just putting my pieces together here. And a lot of times I just play it by ear because I kind of have a process. You know, I decide what kind of dies I want to use to embellish the card. And once I'm done with that, then I just go ahead and I pull out my pens and add those finishing touches. And then I have my card. And I think it's lots of fun to do that. And also using a corner rounder on some of them is lots of fun. You just decide which ones you want to be rounded and which ones you want to be square. Now don't throw away those pieces that you will get when you cut out that lattice border there, because you can use those to embellish your cards too, either the cards from this kit or cards from another kit. So it's nice to save those kind of elements when, especially if you're using the specialty cardstock like that pearl paper. I hate throwing away those pieces when I know that I can use them on other cards to embellish them, and so on and so forth. Okay, now this word, Merry Christmas, is a die from scrapbook.com, and I cut it out of the red pearl cardstock. And again, that pearl cardstock is from Tonic Studios. It's called Craft Perfect, and I think it's autumn something. I think I showed it. But anyway, all my supplies will be listed down below. And I'm just layering it up. I cut it out twice and glued it together to give the greeting a little bit of more dimension and noticeability on my card. So basically with these cards, that's what I did. I just used my die cuts to add those elements to it, and I used my Sakura I can't say the word, Sakura glaze pen, and this is my Uniball Signo white gel pen, and that's just adding some highlights to those berries. I think that really brings the card and the images to life. And don't be afraid to cut things down and cut things out. And this is a Marvi Uchida snow marker. So this, it's kind of like a paint. It comes out in like a liquid form. And then I think you're supposed to wait till it dries and then use your heat tool on it, and it puffs up. So it looks like real snow and adds some dimension to your card, which is really cool. I'm using this paper clip here to get out the air bubbles that were in it. I don't know if you can see those on camera. But then I just went ahead and used my heat tool, and you can see here in a moment when I flex this paper, you can see the dimension of that snow, which is really cool. That's a really neat little tool to have for a Christmas card. All of these little things, when you use them together, can really make the card stand out. Make it really pretty, I think. So I think what I might do, guys, is put on some music for you so you can watch me make these cards, because again, I'm just using the same techniques, using my die cuts and die shapes and cutting out images from the card stock paper pack that I got from Carta, and just putting all these pieces together. Here's one other little tip that I want to give you before I put on music. I like to use the markers in the matching color of the cardstock to go around the outside if the cardstock has that white core, because I think that the eye is attracted to that white around the edge of that piece, and that will detract from the rest of your card. So I just like to cover that up with that marker. That's kind of an old trick that a lot of people know, but I like to just show those things that I do in case any of you are new to the card making hobby. And that's my adhesive eraser, which I love because I use Tombow Mono liquid adhesive, which is great because when glue dries, you can just rub it off with your finger, but it really helps to have that little adhesive eraser to get rid of the bigger pieces of that glue. And of course you want to try to, if you wipe it away while it's still wet, that helps a lot too. Okay guys, I'm going to just go ahead and put on some Christmas music and let you enjoy watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of all of my videos. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Here's an early Merry Christmas wish for you, and just have a wonderful Christmas. Thanks so much. Here's some music. Bye-bye.